Guys, could you imagine this situation? Your father, partner, or brother is doing abuse over you. Or you are in horrible DA situation and you have been living for years in such pressure. Wherever is sexual assault, wherever is physical assault, or wherever it's like financial abuse or something. Guys, and you have been living in such horrible situation and finally you found the strength and resilience to run away and to seek for help. And you go into the therapist or any organization who can provide this help. And all you can have as an advice is to stay calm, to cover your bruises, and do not talk to anyone about abuse situation. And come back home and ask for forgiveness from your abuser. And no, this is not a movie, this is not a dystopian situation, and this is not a quote from 17th century. This is what's happening now in Russia. I was scrolling on the internet, I'm the chronic online girl, and I found such brochure on the internet that represented by the Russian psychologist. Look at this. Guys, this brochure is in Russian, but I'll try to explain it to you and translate. It is given the practical advices for women who are living next to like ex-military men who returned from the special operation from Ukraine, Red War, and what can be done if he physically assaults you and beating you. So this brochure offers you to stay calm and silent and do not post on social media about this because it can destroy the career of the ex-military man. After they are offering to understand his behavior because he returned from the very stressful situation and is under the pressure, and we need to consider all these factors.
Он отправлял мне видео моих собак, как он над ними издевается.
Ей пизда, сука. Вот смотри, сука. Да, сука. Стоять, сука, нахуй. У каждой твоей собаки пизда будет, поняла? Я тебе, сука, устрою, нахуй. Я тебе жизнь такую сладкую устрою.
What is most obscure from the situation is that this pamphlet is saying to analyze the behavior of the victim, what she could do to provoke such attitude towards her and provoke the physical assault, and how to be and how to behave in future not to provoke it again. Guys, when I was thinking that Russia is on the bottomest bottom, on the lowest low, I thought that I could never expect anything lower from them. Someone knocked from the other side, you know. You know, they are providing such advices and calling it family values, like traditional family values. But this is not about values, guys. I mean, this is about domination, where strongest side is whipping someone who is weaker. And issue even not in decriminalization of domestic violence in Russia, because in 2017 they issued the law that says that this is no longer criminal case, this is administrative case. But the biggest issue is that this official doctrine is evaluated and propaganded like a traditional family values.
Чтобы мальчишки умели драться и учиться, и спать на земле, и с одного куска хлеба быть сытым. А потом, когда вырос, чтобы тебя привели на полосу препятствия, привели тебя в оружейную комнату, привели туда, привели сюда, и чтобы ты все это разобрался в этом всем, как рыба в воде, чтобы плавал между всего этого. Женщина пусть на кухне плавает.
And these traditional family values has been established not only in Russia, but also established in their internal and external foreign policy. So guys, imagine, just let it sink. They are carrying this idea of traditional family values, and we obviously know what is the values inside it, and they are propagating it outside of Russia. I want you to think about this for several minutes. I was scrolling on the internet and found another video with the notice in marshrutka bus that their driver is the former special operation fighter that came back from Ukraine from the crisis situation, and they asked people, passengers, to be kind and understanding towards him and do not provoke him to be aggressive or do not provoke violence.
Уважаемые пассажиры, вас обслуживает водитель, который участвовал в СВО, получил там ранение и контузию. В случае проявления водителем агрессивного поведения просим вас отнестись к этому с пониманием.
The biggest issue and problem that Russia is propagating these values overseas outside of the Russian territory. And they are saying, look at us, we are traditionally family friendly. But Russia is not protecting the family. They are only telling that if abuser is abusing you or assaulting you, this is your fault and you provoked him with your behavior. So please watch yourself and behave. Guys, if we allow such seeds to be placed in the ground of our society, if we will allow such official Russian traditional family doctrines to be deeply rooted in our society, maybe the next victims could be our sisters, mother, or daughters. Guys, I'm sorry, I need to censor some words and sentences because YouTube can block this video or delete it from the platform. So I guess you understand why I'm censoring. Please be patient to me and forgive my pronunciation. Guys, I've started to dig deeper on the Russian internet and found another horrible stories about orthodoxal polygamist. You have heard me right, orthodoxal polygamist. The person, very famous social media figure on Russian TV and Russian internet, that is living with multiple wives and have multiple children from these wives. And he is calling himself the orthodoxal person that protects traditional family values, and he is actively invited on different TV shows to tell his story. But not the fact of the polygamy is making me sick, but it is too, yes, it also makes me sick. And New Testament is saying it's adultery, that you should not have another wife and you should stay with your wife. But this man has 3 wives actually. So, but not this fact made me sick to my stomach, but another fact. His daughter, one of his eldest daughter, ran away from this family and confessed that this orthodoxal man, polygamist, did some sexual actions with her when she was a kid and after when she was a teenager. She went to the talk show online and said that this man really abused her. I'm sorry, I need to censor this word, but this is the fact.
Папа Ани прилагал к ней сексуальное насилие. Он сказал, тогда хотя бы все уметь будешь. Уметь в плане секса, грубо говоря.
However, this man is not in the jail. This man was invited to the official Russian Orthodox TV, and it was called Komsomolska Pravda. It's, if we translate in English, it's called the Komsomol Truth, to explain this situation. And he just told that this is he said, she said situation. He said that it's all very, very allegedly and this has never happened and my daughter has serious mental issues. So the legislation is not protecting the daughter. The legislation is not issuing the investigation. The daughter just left by herself, and this man is actively invited to do this propaganda online.
Если вы увидели женщину, вы ее должны начать воспитывать под себя.
Жены целовали ему ноги, когда приносили еду в комнату.
I do not want to comment.
And guys, even prosecutor has not done the investigation and opened the case. No, this man just living as usual, It's like then you are inviting Didi, not in the criminal court to check the case, but to the Fox News TV, for example, to explain the situation. Can you imagine this obscure and this delusional world in Russia? Guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not against the traditional family values like it's said in the Bible. If you two consensual male and female that is trying to build a family and you respect each other and you in the equal partnership, please go for it. Go to the church, go to the consultation with your pastor and build your family. But I against abuse, and I do not feel like if you are male, you have something supreme under your wife and you can do physical assault only because you came from the stressful situation or you thought that victim somehow provoked you to do so. This is unacceptable and this should not be included in traditional family values. Guys, I will not talk about this further because I'm in shock and I think that Russian society is incurable, affected by the propaganda disease, and only in third or the next generations they can be cured because the propaganda machinery poisoned them from the feet to toe. But I'm talking about you. Do not fall for this propaganda. Do not fall for the traditional family values and that Putin is the protector of it and Russian Orthodox Church is protecting them. This society is not healthy. And I think in this video you have seen a lot of evidences of this. So please put thumbs up to this video, please write a comment for the algorithm, and in case you want to support this channel, please proceed to description of this video and find the link of my Buy Me a Coffee page. Guys, I'm recovering from COVID and I'm late with my personal vlog, but I will proceed. And my resource is renewing slowly, but it's renewing, and I hope that we will see each other soon in the next video and they will be interesting for you. So bye bye.